someone that doesn't know how to sort out driving in the UK, then this video is for you. I'll be talking about driving as an immigrant and then also sorting out your UK driving license. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching one of my videos for the first time, my name is Atineke, and on this channel I basically talk about bits on immigration, lifestyle, career, motherhood, travel, anything I think will be interesting to someone out there. I share on my channel, so you're welcome. And for my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, thank you for sticking with me, for always watching my video. Thank you for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And before I continue with today's video, just to remind you guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So if you see my face right now, my beautiful face, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share my video, give them a thumbs up. Thank you for always supporting me, and I'm hoping that you guys will keep supporting me. So let's jump into today's video. Now, in today's video, we'll be talking about driving in the UK. Now, I know some of you might already know, the whole process to this, how to sort yourselves out. But like I say on this channel, I share things that I think will be useful to someone out there. So for someone that doesn't know how to sort out driving in the UK, then this video is for you. I'll be talking about driving as an immigrant and then also sorting out your UK driving license. Now, for you as an immigrant coming into the UK, I always advise that before you come, try and get an international driving license. For you to have an international driving license, it would depend on your country. They have like different ways of processing it in different countries, but just try and, I think I talked about it in one of my videos, I'm not sure, but check my video. That way you check my videos, okay? So try and get an international driving license so that when you come to the UK will generally allow you to drive with your international license for 1 year. So that way you just know once you come in, you're just trying to sort out getting a car and setting that up. Now, about getting a car and setting your car up for driving, it's not just like a straightforward process, but I'll be talking about it in today's video, so you're in luck. But I'll be talking about it towards the end of the video, so stick with me on this video. Now, like I said, get your international driving license before coming to the UK, and then once you come to the UK, you can just start driving straight away once you have a car and you set your car up. Now, what I would advise is, if you have an international driving license and you started driving in the UK, within that 1 year that you have, try and sort out your UK driving license, because the truth is it can actually take a while. It can take a couple of months for you to get everything sorted out. So don't wait till your 1 year elapses on your international license and then you're hustling to get your UK driving license. You won't be able to drive within that period. Now let's talk about sorting out your UK driving license. The first step to sorting out your UK driving license is getting your provisional driving license. Now, there are requirements to get this driving license. One of the requirements is you have to be at least 15 years and 9 months old, so roughly about 16 years old. The second requirement is you should be able to see about 20 meters. Now, this is for, blind mathematics like us. So if you can't see properly, it means they want you to get your eyes sorted out, probably get your reading glasses, so that at least you can see a number plate 20 meters away from you. Because when you go for your practical driving license, they would actually test that before you go for your driving. They would ask you to stand like far away and read like a number plate. So if you can't read it, then you can't do your test. So if you know you have eyes issues, you have to get that sorted out before you take your practical driving license. So it's one of the requirements to get your provisional driving license. Make sure you are roughly about 16 years old. Make sure you can read 20 meters away from you. And the third thing is you should have been living legally within the UK for 185 days. So I think that's about 6 months plus. Yeah, roughly about 6 months within 1 year. So if you've moved to the UK within a year, you should have stayed in the UK for about 185 days, about 6 months, before you can get your provisional license. So it means that if you move in, let's say January, you can't get your license in March. You have to wait at least 6 months before you can get the provisional driving license. Now, how do you get your provisional driving license? To get that, you can either apply online or apply at the post office. If you're applying online, it's £34, and if you're applying through the post office, it's £43. So for the post office one, you just have to fill a form there at the post office and submit it right there. And for the online one, you just fill the form online. That's £34 online, £43 at the post office. You would need your address. They would ask you up to 3 years address, and even if you just migrated to the country, you can put your previous address in your country, let's say like Nigeria. So just tell them where you were living just for about 3 years. You also need an ID. You can use your passport, you can use your BRP as an ID. And ideally, once you've applied and submitted, you should get your driving license, provisional driving license, within 1 week. So I keep saying this so that you know the difference. There's like the full driving license and there's provisional driving license. The provisional driving license is the one you get, while you're learning, learning to drive and all that. And then once you're fully done, you've passed your practical test, you get the full driving license. So that's the difference. Okay, so let's move on. You ideally get your provisional driving license within 1 week. So while you've done that and you've gotten your provisional driving license, the next step is starting to prepare for your tests. Now, the UK driving test is divided into two. You have the theory test and you have the practical test. For the theory test, it's also divided into two. Yeah, I think it's divided into two. You have the theory questions, like the way you say objective questions in exams. So you actually write like a proper exam. Most times it's always like computer based. So there's a theory part and there's the hazard perception part. Now I will explain this in a bit. Now for the theory part of the exam, the questions they would ask you would range from highway codes, interpreting road signs, and generally driving questions. And for the hazard perception, it's like a video. They play videos. I can't remember the number of videos you get, but per video they expect you to click when you see like something that you'd perceive as an hazard while you're driving. So the faster you click, the higher the points you get. So you can get like 5 points if you click really fast. Now what they don't want you to do is you can't start clicking randomly, because some people say, I'm just going to start clicking everything. If you start clicking randomly, they'll disqualify the particular video, the particular question. So make sure that you spot an hazard and then you quickly click. And that is what hazard perception. I know it's just like a rough explanation, but just to give you guys an idea what it's about. Now the app that I use, and literally that was the only thing I used when I was preparing for this exam, was Theory 4-in-1 Kit. I think that's the name of the app. I'm going to link the app in the description box like we always do, so that you can use the app. You don't need to buy any book or anything. Literally that was the only thing I used. The app has highway codes in it. It would give you like UK highway codes, and then it has road signs and it gives you like the meaning of the road signs. Then there are also like theory questions that you can answer, and then it would give you like the answer at the end of it, so that you can rate yourself and you can keep practicing. The trick is always practice. I think I practiced like more than 100 times before I actually took the test. The app is the only thing you need. Just keep practicing and you'll be fine. I took my theory test just once and I passed it. So if I can pass it just once, you can also pass it once. Like I said, I'll link it in the description box. So the theory test is just £23. If you're booking in weekday, weekend, it's just £23. And once you've booked it, you just book it online at gov.uk. So pretty much everything you're going to do about driving license, you can do on gov.uk. If you want to apply for the provisional license, gov.uk. If you want to book your theory test, gov.uk. So, and then gov.uk would always direct you to any other external site. Maybe if there's like an external driving site or something, they'll just direct you there. But just Google gov.uk booking my provisional license, or gov.uk booking my theory driving test. So once you've booked your £23, you sit for the driving test and you've passed. That's the second phase done. So the first phase is you got your provisional license, you arrived, that's first phase. Second phase is you booked your theory test, you practiced and practiced and practiced, and you've passed it. Now that's done. Now you would have to move to your practical driving test. Now this is not a test you can just go and take. The truth is, most countries, especially if you've been driving in like another country, some people will think, yeah, because I've been driving in another country, I'll just go take the test, I'll be fine. The rules in the UK differs. Like there are so many little loopholes that you would not think about and would actually get you caught up in your exam and you fail it. I did the practical test 2 times, though I wasn't driving in Nigeria, but I still tripped, even though I thought I was really prepared. So you have to really prepare for the driving test. Now, how do you prepare for the driving test? To prepare for your driving test, you have to book your driving lessons. Now they always have different driving instructors in different areas in the UK. So just wherever you are, Google driving lessons near me or driving instructors near me. Generally the price ranges from about £25 to £30 per hour. So it depends on what you're learning. If you're learning automatic, it's a bit more expensive than if you're learning manual. So you might be able to get manual lessons for £25 per hour, and then auto might be £28 per hour. So it's always a bit more expensive for auto, and that's because in the UK manual cars are more popular. Like 90% of drivers in the UK drive manual car. Even when you want to buy a car, you discover that manual cars are cheaper. But we'll talk about that in a bit. So yeah, like I was saying, booking takes about £25 to £30 per hour. Now it's always a bit cheaper if you do a block booking. So if you book for like, let's say 10 hours, they might reduce like £2 per hour, which is always good. You always get a bargain from that. So it's always better if you just do like a block booking. So contact the driving instructor, let them know you want to learn either auto or manual, and do like a block booking and you start. According to gov.uk, it takes an average of about 45 hours to actually learn you know, how to drive, and then 22 hours more practice to actually be able to take the test. Now I think this is just person dependent. Some people would learn like really fast, and some people will learn a bit slower. So it just depends on you. Just assess yourself. Also speak to your instructor. Most times they'll tell you, oh, they think you're ready to take the test. So just keep, you know, taking the lessons, and when you feel confident, you'll be able to take it. Now the good thing is, once you've done your theory test, you notice that there are so many things that you'll be able to apply in your practical, you know, driving lessons. Like when you see some road signs, you would be able to interpret the meaning, because they have so many road signs in the UK. It is ridiculous. So you'll be able to know the road signs and know what it means. If there's like priority for some cars, or if there's like you know, what's it called, crisscross sign, or T corners, you know, stuff like that. You'd see everything in your theory test, and you'll be able to apply this when you start your driving lessons. So that's why you should do your theory test first before you start your driving lessons. So once you're done with your driving lessons and you feel confident enough to book your what's it called, your practical driving test, you'll inform your instructor. Your instructor will give you the A-OK, and you book your test. Now the price for booking your practical driving test is £62 if you're booking during the week, and £75 if you're booking on weekends. So yeah, if you can't, you know, you don't have the time to do it during the week because of work, you know, schedule and all that, you can book weekends, but it's just a bit more expensive, £75. Now the thing is, you also have to check with your driving instructor, because most times the driving instructor would go with you to the test. Now when I say go with you, they go with you to the test venue. Now it's optional if you want them to stay in the car with you while you're having the driving test, because the examiner would ask you, do you want your driving instructor to be with you or not? On both occasions, I chose not to have my driving instructor with me because I just did not need that extra stress. But really, it's up to you. If you want your driving instructor to be with you, all well and good. I think sometimes, no, it's not even sometimes, most times, because the driving instructor will be spending time that day to go with you to the venue, they will charge you extra. They might charge you like £50 extra for that day, because they'll be spending like an hour of their time sitting there waiting for you while you go for your driving test and you come back. So you'd have to pay them for that. But that's like instructor dependent, so you have to speak to your instructor about that. So book your driving test, and on that day, just try and be relaxed. The truth is, it's easier said than done. If I tell you, let me tell you guys what I did. I think for my own driving, the first driving test, I was actually okay. I was driving fine and all that, and then it got to a point where I was told to do like an emergency brake, and because I was so anxious, instead of pressing the brake, I slammed my foot on the accelerator, and I know that was just like a fail. So I know they judge the driving test based on different criterias. I won't really go into that now, but just try and do your best, and you know, keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best. The rules are a lot in this UK, so when it comes to driving, so you have to know all the rules. You have to know when to give way, you have to know when to slow down. They don't joke with the rules. So, and most times, most people would use their driving instructor's car, so you don't have to worry about, or if you have a car, you know, to do your driving lessons or to do your driving test, most times you would use your instructor's car, so that when you now pass, you can worry about getting a car. But if you have your own car, you can always speak to your instructor that you'd rather use your own car, and then you guys would agree between each other. So you have your license, you've done your theory test, you've done your practical test, and you've passed. Yay! You apply to get your full driving license the same way you apply to get your provisional license and apply for your test. Apply to get your full driving license, and most times it would come within 1 week. So once you get your full driving license, you're allowed to drive in the UK, you know, so you don't need to have an international driving license anymore. Even if you have it, you can just, you know, keep driving. So let's talk about getting a car, because let's say for instance you did not come with an international driving license, so you've not had a car before your test and all that, you want to get a car. Or let's say you came with your international driving license and you're looking to get a car. How do you get a car in the UK? Now there are different sites where you can get a car. Now the first option for getting a car is you can either decide to just go to the dealer straight up. You know, if you think you know, let's say you want a Tesla, you just want to go to Tesla company and just try. They always have like different dealers around your area. So just Google, let's say you want a Tesla, Google Tesla near me. It might not be in your exact city, you might have to, you know, drive to the next city or so, but just Google whatever car you want to get, go to dealer straight up. The good thing about that is you get to do like a test drive around, you know. So sometimes you can just like tell them, oh, you want to book a test drive. Even when you're not ready to buy the car, you book a test drive, drive around, you know, have a feel of the car and everything. The con of that is that if you're getting through the dealer, it might be on the expensive side, but if you can afford it, why not? I mean, you get something really nice. Now, if you're looking for like a cheaper alternative, there's so many sites you can use. You can get like second-hand cars on sites like Car Gurus, Auto Traders, you know, different sites. You can even get on Facebook Markets. Like if you have a Facebook account, just Google Facebook Market near you, or just go on your Facebook app and look at the marketplace. So when you look on the marketplace, just search for cars. You can always filter it to around maybe like 10 miles or 15 miles. It would show you people that are looking to sell their cars within 10 miles near you or 15 miles near you, and that way you can just start, you know, browsing and see if there's any car you're interested in. But just be careful, because you know it's a black market thing, so they might just, you know, give you like a nonsense car and there's nothing you can do about it. So make sure you check it out properly before you know, buy the car. But yeah, there's so many options for you to get a car. So you've gotten the car, how do you set up driving? So in the UK, if you have a car, you have to insure your car, and you also have to pay vehicle tax on your car. Now, to insure your car, there's so many insurance companies that offer this service, but the easiest way to get them is just go on a comparison site. I think I talked about this in one of my videos, I'm not sure, but in case I did not, just go to sites like Money Supermarket or Compare the Market. The truth is, I don't have any affiliation with any of those sites, but these are sites that I use, my husband uses when we're looking for insurances and all that. So go on those sites. I'll try and tag them in the description box down there, and just, you know, look for all the insurance, go browse through them, look at the options, just do some filters and everything, and choose the best one for you. Then you need to get a vehicle tax. For vehicle tax, you can also sort that on gov.uk. So just Google vehicle tax gov.uk, and then you can put in your registration, what's that thing called, the plate number of your car in, and you can sort out your vehicle tax. For vehicle tax and insurance, you can either decide to pay, you know, annual, like once, because it's a yearly amount. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. So let's say your insurance is £2,000 per year. You can decide to pay that £2,000 once, or you can decide to pay monthly. There's always a surcharge. It's always a bit more expensive if you're paying monthly, but at least it gives you that leeway, you know, to spread that payment. Same as your vehicle tax. You can either decide to pay it just once. It's always around, like, let's say £200–300. It's not as expensive as your insurance. And then you can also decide to pay monthly. The government will charge, I think, 5% surcharge if you're paying monthly. So it's up to you, it's up to your, you know, your pocket, what you can afford. But yeah, those are the two major things. So once you've sorted out your vehicle tax, you've sorted out your insurance, you're good to go. You can start driving your car. See, really simple. So I hope I was able to, you know, explain each process. I don't know if I've skipped anything, but if you think I've skipped anything, you know what to do. Just ask me in the comment box. I'll be happy to answer your question as best as I can. I'm not a car guru, but this were the steps I followed when I wanted to, you know, start driving in the UK, because I didn't come with an international license, but my husband came with an international license, so I know both. So I hope this will be helpful to someone out there trying to sort out the driving. So yeah, that's everything for today's video. I know it was like a bit rushed, but I'll try and see if I can put like bullet points on the video, you know, per point that I made. I'll try and put bullet points so that it's easier for you to just navigate in the video. So thank you for watching my video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, share this video if you think it will be useful to someone out there, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.